Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate everyone for chiming in and tuning in to your man, Captain Will, after another victory by the South Carolina Gamecock women's basketball team, the three-time national champions. I appreciate everything. Gamecocks continue their winning streak at home. Gamecocks continue their SEC winning streak by beating the Auburn women's basketball Tigers 83-70. No, it wasn't 83 to 76, 83 to 66. About 17 points. 17-point victory, double figures. And fams, people out there, y'all know how we do. So we about to do a shot o'clock, y'all. About to do a shot o'clock, and this shot o'clock right here is dedicated to a number of people. It's sponsored by Sweet Tea. That was sponsored by Sweet Tea. Good old Sweet Tea, Carolina's finest. Sweet Tea. That's what it's sponsored by. But we're gonna do a shot o'clock for Kelly. We're gonna do a shot o'clock for James Jones. We're gonna do a shot o'clock for Lisa, for Sharon, Kimberly. We're gonna do a shot o'clock for Grandma Pow. Just shot o'clock. It's time to turn up. It's time to celebrate. We got another victory for South Carolina women's basketball team. This was a day. It was a special day in the Colonial Life Arena. It was lit. The stars was out. It was a beautiful thing to see. So, whatever your beverage of choice this afternoon, this evening, could be some sweet tea like your man Captain Will. And this glass is a little special because it actually says Captain Will. That's pretty fly. Captain Will. It might be some water, might be some Ensure to help your bones get stronger. Whatever it is, it's on you. Cheers to the Gamecocks for another victory and continuing our winning streak. Shot o'clock. South Carolina women's basketball team, three-time national champions, beat the Auburn Tigers 83-66 handily at the Colonial Life Arena. All the bells and whistles out. They got the everybody taking pictures in front of the A'ja Wilson, the statue. It was just a sight to see. It's just something that was in the atmosphere, something that was in the bones for today. Now, granted, it was a 12 o'clock game. So we have to say that it was a 12 o'clock game, and it's a 12 o'clock game, and I don't like 12 o'clock games, especially on Sundays. So with the church crowd and the things that's going on, and not a fan of that. SEC Network, not a fan of that either. Every Gamecocks game should be on ESPN or ESPN2. Tamika Catchings was there calling the game, so I'm happy about that. But I would have preferred it was a 4 o'clock game, 5 o'clock game. I'm just saying. The Gamecocks handled our business, even though we didn't play particularly amazing basketball today. We didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't play like super great. We didn't. We're no A++. We're no A. We're none of those things, even though it was on A day. And let me just say this right here. Keep it clear. A'ja Wilson, family, everybody looked amazing. You had, the video team for South Carolina did so many great things on today, celebrating her. A'ja's 28 years old. A lot of times you get these jersey retirements. The folks are middle-aged. They're like me. 49, 50, 52. No, A'ja 28. She didn't even reach her athletic prime yet. We still don't know how good A'ja Wilson gonna be. Right now, she's the best player in the history of South Carolina basketball. Right now, she's the best basketball player on the planet Earth. Right now, but we don't know how much better she's gonna get. But she's special. She's amazing, and everything from the highlights and showing where we went from. And I'm saying we because we was along the journey the whole time. We was along the journey the whole time for Asia and up the mountain of the South Carolina Gamecocks to get the championships and the SEC championships and the recruiting wins, all those great things. Success on the national level began with Asia Wilson. Let me say that one more time. Success on the national level began with Asia Wilson. She stomped out a legacy at the University of South Carolina. And then you had, support from all ends, of course, the family and friends and things like that. You had, Bam Adebayo. You had Alicia Gray. It was so awesome to see. Just so great to see. You had, Jackie Young came out, Becky Hammond, Nikki Vargas, all those great players. And administration, and just so great to see. It was really nice. Really nice. If I have some technical difficulties, blame the internet. I can't control the internet. I'm just saying. I control a lot, but I can't control the internet. So if it's having some difficult problems, and if it is blurry on your screen, it's because my internet sucks today in Charlotte. Just saying. Just saying. We're family. I can share things like that. I can share. I mentioned in the pregame show talking about Deanna Gaston. Deanna Gaston, terrific basketball player for Auburn. I knew she was going to take half the shots. I knew she was going to be the leading scorer. I knew she was going to get her buckets. But damn, she was 14 for 22. 14 for 22, couple of steals, 31 points. Didn't expect she'll get that many points. Didn't expect it, but still, it didn't really change the tide of the basketball game. South Carolina did what we did. But just got to give her a shout out, right out the gate. Because, if you put up 30 against South Carolina, you did some work. That is the highlight of your life right there. Right there. The pinnacle right there. That's what you're telling about your grandkids. When you're 65, you got the silver hair and everything, you say, yo, I put 31 up against South Carolina on a day. That's what I did. And she played great. She really did, offensively, and played solid defensively. But in terms of our girls, I said last game that Raven Johnson played her best game as a South Carolina Gamecock. I said that. Will I lie? Because this game right here, Raven Johnson played her best game as a South Carolina Gamecock. Raven Johnson, efficiency was 24. That means that was a really good game for her. Okay, so Raven Johnson, her stat line, 9 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 1 for 1 for the three-point line, 2 for 2 for the free throw line. She had, 2 rebounds, and normally Raven get more rebounds than that. She normally get about 4 or 5 rebounds in a basketball game. Raven has 7 assists, and for 7 assists for a South Carolina Gamecock is exceptional the way we pass the basketball. But she had 7 assists. She had 2 turnovers. That's that's an exceptional assist to turnover ratio. And we hear about all these so-called great point guards in the women's basketball scene, and I'm seeing 6 assists and 5 turnovers. I'm seeing 7 assists and 4 turnovers. I'm seeing all those different numbers. Raven Johnson has 7 assists, 2 turnovers. That's really good. And great defense. Raven Johnson turned out to have 6 steals in this basketball game in 27 minutes. She was spectacular today. I can't say tonight. It was today. Terrific stat line for her. 6 steals. 6 steals. I know that Auburn had 22 turnovers. I know they turned the ball over quite a bit. I know their point guard, Marshawn Bostic, is a solid assist getter. And tonight Marshawn Bostic had what she had. She had 9 assists. This is what I talk about right here. This is the epitome. This is the essence. This is the essence of what I discuss. Because you look at Marshawn Bostic numbers, because these are the box scores that you will see on ESPN. This is right here what you'll see. On ESPN, you'll see on the ticker, you'll see Marshawn Bostic had 10 points, Double figures. That's great. She was 3 for 6 from the field. She was 4 for 6 from the free throw line. She had 4 rebounds. She had 9 assists. This your point guard, right? This your point guard. This is what you're telling me. This is who is a second leading assist person in the SEC in assists. She had 9 assists. You know how many turnovers she had? She had 11. She had 11 turnovers. Can you win on damn basketball games? You got 11 turnovers, you the point guard? Yeah, them things ain't gonna happen. Those things ain't gonna happen. 11 turnovers. But unless you open up the box score, you ain't even know it. Because the only thing you're gonna see is 11, 10 points and 9 assists. You ain't gonna see no 11 turnovers. I saw that Southern Cal lost to Iowa. Southern Cal lost to Iowa at Iowa. And you're going to see the stat line. Juju Watkins had 27 points. Like, yo, Juju did that thing again. Juju did that thing again, right? Juju Watkins was 8 for 22, 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. No, those aren't greatest stats. Those aren't make your mouth water. No. What makes your mouth water is 7 assists, 2 turnovers, 6 steals. That's what makes your mouth water. That's it. Carolina, in this particular basketball game, I mentioned how good Raven Johnson played. Joyce Edwards. I don't even know if we can say another accolade about Joyce Edwards. I don't know. I don't know how many consonants and vowels that we could talk about with Joyce Edwards. I'm not clear. If you want to see efficient basketball, you watch Joyce Edwards play. 8 for 11 from the field. About 4 or 5 rebounds. 18 points. Efficient basketball. 2 assists. Special. 0 turnovers. Sensational basketball player. I love what Dawn Staley said. I love how she said that, hey, we talk about National Player of the Years in terms of freshmen. Don't sell out Joyce yet. It's not a one-woman race. It's not a one-woman race. It's still a lot of basketball to be played, especially with the schedule that South Carolina has. Still the number 1 strength of schedule. Okay? Number 1 strength of schedule, number 1 in net ranking, number 2 in the AP poll. Those things matter. Joyce Edwards plays for a team where she's only going to get you 22, 24 minutes a game. In this basketball game, Joyce Edwards actually played 28 minutes. That's great. That is great. That's terrific numbers in terms of with Joyce, because you're not going to see Joyce playing 40 minutes like a Juju Watkins play. You're not going to see a Joyce playing 37, 35 minutes like a Sarah Strong is playing. Those things ain't going to happen. With Carolina, when you playing so many players, Powell had 22 minutes. Feagin had 15 minutes and she was in foul trouble. You know, Chloe had 26 minutes. It was so many players that we spread the wealth and everybody eats. Speaking of Chloe Kitts. Chloe Kitts had 13 points. Chloe had 6 for 9 from the field. Chloe was 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. Should have been 2 for 2. She had a little foot on the line. She had an exceptional basketball game once again. 13 points, 9 rebounds, couple of assists. Are we going to continue? Now, I can't even say continue because we can't continue to shortchange what Chloe does as a basketball player. We can't do that. It's impossible to do. She does so much on the court, offensively and defensively. She's always our leading rebounder. That's a given. Now, we got to be clear now. We have to be clear. South Carolina as a whole are not a great defensive rebounding team. We are not. There is a hole that is missing from Ashlyn Watkins on a defensive rebounding side. We ain't it. And we threw a whole bunch of basketball games. Now, my fear, this is my only fear, and this ain't no doom and gloom from South Carolina coming from Captain Will. It ain't no doom and gloom because we are spectacular in so many different phases. We were 92% for the half and at the free throw line, finished up 88% overall in this basketball game. I just don't. Eventually, defensive rebounding is going to be a problem by the South Carolina women's basketball team. Now, if you're getting 16 steals like we did today, it's not a problem because you cover it up. But you look at the stats, and it was even basically in terms of rebounding. But it wasn't great because there was a lot of times where we should have gotten that defensive rebound. We gave another opportunity for Auburn to score the basketball. We got Texas on Sunday. All I got to say is Texas is really good again. Texas is really good. They're really good. And we got some of them coming up where we got to deal with Madison Booker. Last game that we played against Madison Booker, she had a horrific night. I don't expect those numbers in Austin, Texas on Sunday. I'm just saying. I'm not expecting that whatsoever. I expect it to be a better game. But we need to rebound the ball better on the defensive end. Chloe is doing work. She had 9 rebounds. 6 of those was, on the defensive end. 3 of them was offensive rebounds. I just love watching her play in her 26 minutes. On today, the three-headed monster of Feagin, Joyce, and Chloe, 2 of them played exceptional. 1 of them was in foul trouble. So you have a situation where Feagin only plays 15 minutes, but Joyce playing 28 minutes. And then you have, Chloe playing 26 minutes. There's no bump in the road. There's no hitch in the giddy up. Ain't none of those things that goes on when one player goes in foul trouble. When it happens, it's just the next player just steps up and does their thing. But I need a little bit more boxing out. I need a little bit more boxing out. I say again, on the 3rd time for the 3-time national champions, I need a little bit more boxing out. The last player I'm going to talk about who played exceptional basketball, because we already talked about Ray. We already talked about Joyce, Country Strong. We already talked about Chloe, Mad Chloe Skardashian. We already discussed those things. Last one we'll talk about lay with the butter, Malaysia Fullwiley. Put on the show on today. Fullwiley put on the show. Fullwiley, and she always puts on the show in Columbia. Always. Put on the show. She did some work tonight. And I'm not a fan of the calls. The referees sucked tonight on both ends. They was terrible. They shouldn't be paid. That's how bad they was. They were terrible. It was disgusting. And some of the calls that was going on in this basketball game. And I'm like, no, we're not gonna do this on A-Day. This day in Oklahoma. This ain't in Texas. This ain't in LSU. This is our crib. You're not gonna do all those different things against us. And it was just terrible. This is some terrible things. But MiLaysia, how many of y'all, if y'all like Captain Will, when MiLaysia Fulwiley goes to the scores bench, she ain't even in the game yet. When MiLaysia Fulwiley goes to the scores bench, my heart skips a beat. Y'all like me? Does your heart skip a beat when MiLaysia Fulwiley goes to the scores bench? Because I do. It might be a situation of some palpitations. Is that the term? Palpitations? Whatever it is, that's what goes down. Because you know that you're about to see something that you don't see very often. MiLaysia Fulwiley on today had 17 points. MiLaysia Fulwiley lay with the butter herself was 6 for 13 from the field, 1 for 3 from the three-point line, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, at 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, shots, 3 steals. MiLaysia Fulwiley was special today for the South Carolina women's basketball team. And that's just offensively. That's just offensively. That girl good. That girl good. That's how you say in the country. That's how you say in the country. She country. She country like me. Her. We got a lot of country girls on the team. She country. You got Joyce, country with a K. You got Sania, she country with a K too. You know, we got some country girls. These girls can play the game of basketball, and they from these small towns. They're from these small towns, and what you know what just makes my heart jump every so often is this is where we're right here. What makes my heart jump from time to time is you have situations where you have players from LA, you have players from New York City, you have players from Miami, you have players from all these places that you can put like 17 South Carolinas together and won't match up to some of these New York cities and LAs and all this stuff. It don't. We talking about population wise, things like that. Per capita, South Carolina produce more talent than any state in women's basketball. Any. Why ain't Joyce Edwards around there coming out of New York City? Why ain't no playground legends in New York City? Playground legend from Kenan High School in Columbia, South Carolina. Playground legend in Camden. In Camden, South Carolina. Come on now. We just celebrated the queen herself, Angel Wilson. Duncan? Come on. It's special. It's special. I love it. Let's go through a few of these questions, y'all. What up? What up, Joyce and Gilbert Chapel? What up? So this is the thing, right? Wifey had 2 of her high school alumni chill with us for the weekend, and they partake in the festivities of Cam Will and Wifey Will, and we had a amazing time with some jazz, middle-aged fun, doing all that stuff. Came to the game, had them MiLaysia Fulwiley jerseys on. It was so great, so amazing experience. And that was dope. They're going back to their crib tomorrow, but it was a great time fellowshipping with them. Omega JC Supreme. Yes, Captain. This team is really good. They are resilient. The resiliency is top notch. Just keep digging. Love this team. So true. So true. Oh, my mama. Hey, mama. What up? Baby boy on here. Hey, Bernard Thomas. Shout out, brother. Shout out. Shot o'clock. Yeah. Mr. J, they're looking great. Love the continuity. Love the ceremony for Asia. It was so nice. That ceremony was nice. I'm not sure what was shown on television, but in terms of being there in the atmosphere and the spirit and the vibe, it was so cool. Prime to continue for an exciting rest of the season and hopefully a victory in our last game of the year. You're right. The last game of the year. That's when we're in Tampa. Before you know it, we're going to be in Tampa. And, it's February the 2nd. Our last regular season SEC game is on March the 2nd against Kentucky. That's a home game. That's senior night. All those great things. Before you know it, we're going to be in Greenville for the SEC tournament. Then in Birmingham, Alabama. Never been to Birmingham, Alabama for the second and third rounds. Because, for the third and fourth rounds. Because the first and second rounds will be at, in Colonial Life Arena, because we're going to get the first round. You're going to get the number one seed. Three-time national champions, get that respect. So that's what it'll be. But then we're in Tampa. Get your hotel bookings now. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on the party. Virgil Wimberly, what's good, Cap? Well, what's good, brother? Good. Day T, hey, Cap. Curls was on cruise control. Say less. They were. They was on cruise control, I would say, before tip-off. They was on cruise control. It was like, okay, we know we better. We know we better. We know we can do whatever. We're going to do, and it kind of, was taking pictures with Asia, clowning, doing all those niggas thing. And when game starts, okay, we put the thing on, we're on 65, and we're going to put it on cruise, maybe go about 64, 67, something like that. That's how the girls were doing today. And then at times, they sped up and did their little thing and went on various different spurts, but this wasn't our best. And I saw Dawn getting frustrated. I did, because it's hard. We go back to this thing that we talked about a month ago. No, about 2 months ago. Well, sometimes Carolina don't play with that fervor, plays down to the competition at times, and I saw some of that tonight. Now, we play Georgia on Thursday. Now, Georgia is not a good basketball team. When I do my pregame stuff and analyzing Georgia's offense and Georgia's defense, I may sound, the way I break it down, I may sound like they are better than what they are because they're an SEC team. But that is a game against Georgia that we should win by 30-plus points. I'm just saying. That is a game. If Carolina is lackadaisical in Athens and don't play well, and when they should play well, kind of like a turn-up or a preparation, a preview of what's going to go down in Texas, I'm going to have a problem with that. But I expect them to play well on Thursday night, and I expect them to play their butts off on Sunday, February the 9th at 2 o'clock. Then they got the Super Bowl. But I don't care about no Super Bowl because Washington ain't playing in it. I don't care about no Eagles. Dawn Staley, I love you. But I don't care about no Eagles. I don't care about no Kansas City Chiefs. I can care less. What I'm going to be doing on Super Bowl is eating some burger fries, eating some ribs, and taking a nap. That's what I'm going to be doing. And watching I might watch a game from Washington Madness from the 5th week or something. That's how I feel about the Super Bowl this year. It trips me out. I'm going to deviate for a second. It trips me out with cats who support their teams and love their teams and everything. Like, yo, that's my squad. That's my squad. And then you cheer for another team at the Super Bowl. I tell you this right here. If Carolina don't go to the championship game, you think I'm be cheering for some Notre Dames or some Southern Cals? No, hell no. That ain't happening. Country Notary. Lots of WNBA greats in the building tonight. Show you right. Country Notary, I DM you today too. I DM you today. I did. Nomad expert. Shout out to Asia Hopkins. I got it wrong. I said Duncan. Duncan. Who's from Duncan? Marcus Lattimore. I believe Marcus Lattimore from Duncan. Find us #hometown. It's so many different, so many great players that come from the little itty bitty little town called South Carolina. So many great players. Ladies and gentlemen, Auburn played better than I anticipated. They really did. I didn't anticipate it to be much of a game, and offensively, Auburn, in terms of field goal percentage, they played well. They did. I'm not going to sit here and lie to that. When you shoot 50% from the field against the South Carolina women's basketball team defense, you're doing well now. And they shot 5 for 11 from the three-point line. You shoot 46% from three, you're doing well. Now, taking care of the ball, that was a problem by historic proportions. They didn't do well whatsoever on that end. But in terms of putting the basketball in the hoop, they did well with that. They did. And Gaston made herself some money tonight. She did. I really believe that. I know there was some scouts and you know at the game and general managers, because you got multiple players who hope to go to the W, and so you want to put on your best effort because you want them to Google, say, yo, who's that? Oh, that's that girl right there. That's what you want to see. Defensively, they didn't play well. Carolina shot 57%. You know, Carolina shot 42% from three. We didn't take a ton of three-pointers this basketball game. We only took 12. But all in all, 21 assists. I mean, you can't sneeze at that. You can't sneeze at 22 assists. That's good basketball. 22 assists by South Carolina. And you have 15 turnovers. Now, 15 turnovers is a little bit more than we normally have. We normally average about 12 turnovers, about 12 and a half turnovers. But Auburn plays kind of a disruptive style, and Bostic, averaged about 3.5 steals per basketball game, and so she's going to get hers. So it still is an issue on that end, Lysander Green, what's up, my brother? What up, Cap? LMT, HAP, Chloe balled out. Yes, she did. Chloe's so close to averaging double-double in SEC play. She's so close because when we're talking about, we got to put stuff in context, right? There are 16 teams in SEC. 10 teams out of the SEC are projected to go to the NCAA tournament. That is a lot of wonderful teams. A lot of wonderful teams that's going to go to the tournament, okay? I was making the comment on the way back here that you could be the 9th or 10th ranked team in the SEC. 9th or 10th ranked team in the SEC and go far in the tournament. Be ranked in the top 25. Not the AP poll, because the AP poll sucks. Not the AP poll, but actual real deal net ranking, where it matters where you play, it matters the scoring margin, it matters, where the team is ranked, all those great things that spit out a great number, Chloe Kiss has been balling. She's our leading rebounder. Chloe was our leading rebounder when Watkins went down. So it's not like when Watkins went down, oh, it's another opportunity. Chloe was our leading rebounder then. Does it look the way you might want it to look? It might not. But you look at the stat sheet and you actually watch the basketball game, Chloe's a beast. She is a beast, and she be doing beast things. I'm telling you. Jacob Nyhart, Raven Stills were crazy. Felt like she had 6 hands out there defending. They were so out of whack. And thank you for the comment. They were so out of whack, and it was like they were baiting them. And then you can see Raven had 6 steals and Lay with the, the 3 steals. They were baiting them and laughing. They were laughing. It's like, oh my God, like they can steal the ball whenever they want to. It was special to see. Like, okay, if we really, it's crazy because like if Lay and Fulwiley say, yo, I'm getting this damn ball. If they say that, they're gonna get the ball. If they put that energy and emphasis that we're gonna get steals, because you have in MiLaysia Fulwiley, who's the most athletic player on the team, one of the most athletic players in the college basketball realm, and can do anything with the basketball. And she plays that defense, and she's been playing some outstanding defense in SEC play, y'all. Outstanding. She don't get enough. She don't get enough of credit for the offense or for the defensive play that she gets. But I tell you this right here, she has been playing great defense this year. Great. And that is one reason why Dawn Staley keeps her out there on the court, because Lay going to get you a few turnovers. She going to get you a few turnovers. She is. She had like 3. I think she had 3 of them today. But she also got you, 17 points. She shot over 50% from the field. A couple of them shots had me jumping up and down, and I ain't even the best of health right now. Had me jumping up and down, going crazy. It's like, okay, Lay, just keep doing your thing. And just so special. Ronnie McCray said, them girls seem to be having so much fun out there. You're right, brother. So much fun. Virgil Wimberly, Tessa and Powell have been a little off lately. I agree with you on that. Statistically based anyway, maybe I'll talk about something like that over the last 5 games or something. Powell took 4 shots, had 6 points, took 2 threes, didn't hit either one of them, 2 for 3 for the field, couple assists. Nothing jumped up and down in 22 minutes, nothing. And then Tessa, I ain't concerned. Trust me, I ain't concerned. Ain't no doom and gloom. Everybody gonna be on. And right now, neither one of those players are hitting that high ceiling or hitting that play that we know and love. They will. I ain't sweating it. It's a long season. The averages will play out. With those two. But I agree with you, Virgil. Rover 71, South Carolina has serious lack of rebounding problem. How can I say? Defensive rebounding has been a problem all season. It has been a problem. And thank you for the comment. It has been a problem all season. And we are over halfway through the season. It's going to be a problem the whole season. Will it help us? Would it determine a basketball game? It may. We ain't a perfect team. So we have a top 10 offense in terms of offensive rating. We have a top 10 defense in terms of defensive rating. We are top 10 in blocks. We're top 10 in assist to turnover ratio, offensive rebounding percentage. Yeah, we great offensive rebounders, not so good defensive rebounders. In total rebound percentage, we're top 15. And it's just, and I love talking about the rebounding percentage versus the overall aggregate of the rebounds themselves, because you have certain teams who play a quicker pace who might get more rebounds or who might get more assists. But we talk about the totality of percentages. Carolina's still a top level basketball team in terms of rebounding percentage. Defensive rebounding percentage, we're like in the last third, 362 teams. We're like middle to third, middle third. Yeah, something like that. We're not a great at it. We get a lot of steals. We play a really great on-ball defense. We switch very well. Those things. But we don't have right now, we don't have a player who we can put in the game and say, you get those defensive rebounds. We don't. Adam Ritter. What up, Adam Ritter? Kentucky got size in Texas too. So rebounds have to get better. If we need rebounds, why don't we play Tac? She's 6'5". Adam Ritter, thank you for the comment, brother. And I always like you to comment on Twitter or on the show. Kentucky got good size. Texas got good size because they, it's just styles of play. I say this right here, Kentucky, because since you mentioned them first, we're gonna boat race Kentucky on March the 2nd. I don't care what Kentucky has. We're gonna beat Kentucky by 20 plus points. It's February the 2nd right now. Book that. I don't care. They got somebody 7'12". I don't care. We are much better than Kentucky. And in terms of Texas, Texas has really good size. Texas has really good depth. Texas is very good. They have a very good basketball team. Texas will probably be either Elite 8 or Final 4 when it's all said and done. There is a chance that Texas could beat us on Sunday. My wife is probably going to punch me dead in the face when I say that, but there is a chance that they could do that. They are a very good team. They are playing at home, and they got something to prove. Madison Booker is special. Rory Harmon is special. This is not going to be a walk in the park when we play Texas on Sunday. In terms of We need rebounds. Why don't we play Tac? She's 6'5". She is 6'5". Sakima Walker's 6'5". Maryam Dauda is 6'4". It is not a matter of you being tall. It don't matter. It don't matter. Chloe is 6'2", and she leads us in rebounds. Anissa Morrow is 6'1", and she's leading the country in rebounds. This is over 6'7" Lauren Betts and all these other great players who are supposedly great rebounders. It don't matter. Size does not matter in this case with rebounding. It is aggressiveness. It is want to. It is, finding the angles of the basketball. And that's literally it. That's literally it. Sometimes our players leak out, want to, go up, already ready to run. But just because you're 6'5", or just when you're 6'6" or 6'7", that does not make you a great rebounder. Raven Johnson, I believe, is our third best rebounder on the basketball team, and she's 5'9". It don't matter. Dennis Rodman, 6'5", 6'6", one of the best rebounders who ever walked the earth. Charles Barkley, 6'4.5", one of the best rebounders who ever walked the planet Earth. Charles Barkley always had more rebounds than Shaq, and Shaq's 7'1". It don't matter. It don't matter. But I can't wait to start talking about Texas after the Georgia game. Can't wait. NK, great to see Breezy get that outside shot going. Love it. Love it. I smile. I just love when Breezy Hall gets that three going. She had 10 points. She was 2 for 4 from the field, 3 for 8 from the she had 10 points, 2 for 4 from 3, 3 for 8 from the field, and looked great doing it. There was a couple ticky-tack fouls that was called. I was like, what are they calling? What are they doing? But a scoring Breezy Hall, who shoots about 40% from 3, she just don't take a bunch of them. She can shoot the rock. Just need her to shoot it more. That's all it is. Just shoot it a few more times. It's just, I just smile. When Breezy plays well, I just smile because she put in so much work. She waited her time. She has a wonderful family. She has a sister who is a baller, who's getting multiple offers now. She's junior high school. I love her whole story. I really do. Bernard Thomas, all of South Carolina, country strong cap. You got that right. Country is strong, boy. Now, you just because like you look at Joyce, right? Joyce is a prime example. As a freshman, she doesn't get moved. She doesn't get moved. She's a freshman. Y'all see the moves this girl do? Y'all see the speciality that Joyce has? Can you envision Joyce Edwards as a senior at the University of South Carolina? Boy, we got Aaliyah McDaniel coming next year. Mm-hmm. We got a couple possibles who might be showing up in 2026. We got a possible who's in the house today. Mm-hmm. There was a sighting of a got maker, today at the basketball game. If you don't know who this young lady is, we talk about 6'2". We talk about top 5 overall in class of 2025. You talk about a player who, along with Aaliyah McDaniel, will solidify the wing position for quite some time. Play defense, shoot the rock. Big fan of a guy. She was front and center at the South Carolina women's basketball game today. She was taking in all the proceeds, taking in all the love, taking in all the Asia Wilson glamour. She was there soaking in the environment of three-time national champion. She's listed her final three as South Carolina, UConn, I want to say Michigan State. So the question is, Cap, do you think a God Maker is going to be a Gamecock? Hey, baby, give me a shot. Give me a shot of some vodka. Give me a shot. The question is, if a God Maker will be a Gamecock, will she join Aaliyah McDaniel and be another 5-star recruit? Will be another McDonald's All-American joining the South Carolina women's basketball team? That is the question, right? Will she, be coached by the great Dawn Staley? I'll tell you this right here. There are going to be some people going to come out and say, oh, yeah, a God Maker showed up at Carolina's game today and say, okay, she's going to be a Gamecock. Without doing all the research, without doing all the stuff, without doing the background, all those great things. But they're not Captain Will. They're not Captain Will. Because what Captain Will says, that there's a possibility, there's a chance, that there's a high probability that a player is going to be a Gamecock. I was talking about Joyce Edwards becoming a Gamecock before anybody else. I was like, yo, Joyce is coming. I was talking about Adhel Tac was going to be a Gamecock before anybody else. I was talking about Maddy McDaniel was going to be a Gamecock before anybody else. I'm telling you right now. We can go and do a shot of clock right now. We can do a shot right now. I'm saying it right now. I am saying it on February 2nd that a God Maker is going to be a South Carolina Gamecock. Is it official? Hell no. It's not official. But I sure believe. And if I was a betting man, and y'all know I am, and if I'm doing a shot about it, oh yeah, it's gonna be true. Woo! I'm telling you right now. A guy, let me be the first one to tell you right now, my sister. Let me tell you right now. Welcome home. And when you go back to February the 2nd, 2025, and we talk about a God Maker, I'm telling you right now, she's going to be a Gamecock. Oh, yeah. We good. We good at the crib. We good. No doom and gloom on a recruiting cycle. No. You got to be the special type of player to become a Gamecock. You got a special, you got to be built different. You got to know. I love back in the 90s, the Rock, loved it, WWF and all the great things. The Rock said, know your role and shut your mouth. I'm telling you right now, a God Maker is a baller. And the combination of her, Aaliyah McDaniel, Tessa Johnson, Joyce Edwards, MiLaysia Fulwiley, Maddy McDaniel, Adhel Tac, when she's fully healthy, we're going to be a problem for the next 5 years. And don't even get me talking about class of 2026. When we talking about possibly Aaliyah Edwards, possibly a McKenna Willisco. What? Don't get me too hyped. Don't give me some. No. Don't get me too hyped. Oh my God. Clara Fennell. I was talking about Adam Witter who win the games. I think Dawn knows the answer to why she plays, who she does. We're not privy to the practices. We're not privy to all the goings on. I hear things. People send me things like that. And I got some feelers out there and things like that. And Dawn Staley, we trust. That's all I'm gonna say. It's crazy. Philemon said Joyce was cooking some tiger meat. Cook some tiger meat from Auburn. Cook some tiger meat for LSU. It's just a great thing. Just a great thing. I got Alexa reminding me to take the trash out. Sometimes you need a reminder. KT Child Maddy hasn't found a rhythm yet, but I'm hopeful. Yeah. I agree with you completely. And thank you for the comment. she hasn't found a rhythm yet. It could be because of the concussion and she was out for a couple of weeks. Maddy is going to be a sensational player for the South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball team. When she was averaging 17 minutes and leading the country in turnover assist ratio, it was just a taste. It was just a part of the story of what Maddy can be. What we seeing for South Carolina is the pass first Maddy. That's what we're seeing. What I've seen with my 2 old 49-year-old eyes is the Maddy who will take you to the hole and score on you almost at will in high school. That's the Maddy McDaniel that I saw and know and love. Now, she can play either way you want to do it. She can do that. And when Powell goes on to the W and she takes her 27, 28 minutes per game along with her, there's going to be minutes for Maddy McDaniel. When Fullwiley moves up into the starting lineup next year, okay? When Tessa moves up into the starting lineup next year, you're going to see a situation where Maddy is playing with Raven. When Raven and Maddy's playing with MiLaysia. All those great things. When you have Aaliyah Dauda, potentially a got maker, backing up a Tessa Johnson and a Chloe Kiss. Did I mention that a got maker 6'2", Aaliyah Dauda 6'2"? Did I mention those things? Did I mention those things? Yo, South Carolina is really good. And we're going to be really good for a long, long time. I don't know when the God Maker is going to commit. She said she's going to commit in 2 weeks. I just have a very, 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 very good feeling that she's going to be a Gamecock. And Carolina's not talked about enough in the 2025 recruiting cycle because we only got one player. We only got one 5-star recruit. Only got one McDonald's All-American, but I think there's a heavy, heavy possibility that will be 2 for 2. And we'll be singing the praises. The recruiting cycles will be singing the praises of the South Carolina women's basketball team for quite a while. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rap with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.